In this video, we're going to compare the Anker Nano 1259 to the Anker Fusion 30 power banks. These are two very similar power banks that both have a built-in USB-C cord on them, and they also each have a USB-C port, but there's several differences between the two of them. So the 1259 is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, which means it'll give your phone anywhere from 2 to 3 charges. The Fusion 30 is only a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, so that's going to be good for about 1 charge or so on an iPhone 15 Pro. And both of them do have this really nice built-in USB-C cord, but the main difference between these is the Fusion actually has the plug on the back, so you can use this as a wall charger as well. The Fusion 30 has an output of 30 watts whenever it's plugged into a wall, but if you're just using the power cord that's built into it and you're using it in power bank mode, it's only going to give you up to 22.5 watts of power at once, and that number is going to drop if you split it with the other USB-C port as well. But this one's really cool because you can charge it with the USB-C port, you can recharge it by plugging it straight into a wall, and you can also use the second USB-C port on it as well. You can also use this as a charger while it's charging itself as a power bank. So this one has a lot of versatility built in, and the size of it is really convenient. This one is a little bit thicker than the 1259 is though. Both of them have a display, but on the 1259, you actually get a display that gives you more information. So if you've got it plugged into a phone and you're recharging your phone, it's going to tell you how much longer until the phone's recharged. Or if you have it plugged into a wall to recharge the battery, then the screen is going to tell you how much longer until the battery is fully charged. So I do like the 1259 because this one gives you 10,000 milliamp hours of power. So that's going to be able to charge more devices for longer. And if you look at the side, not only do you get the USB-C port, you also get a USB-A port. So you have up to 3 ports total on the 1259. If you compare them both side by side, they're kind of similar in size. They are both very convenient to carry around. I do like the thickness of the 1259 is a little slimmer than the Fusion one is, but the Fusion one is shorter than the 1259. One other difference is the 1259 is able to put out 30 watts of power out even whenever you don't have it plugged into a wall. So this one's going to give you a higher power output in power bank mode than the smaller Fusion one is, and this is also going to give you a higher capacity, so you're going to be able to charge your phone more times with the 10,000 milliamp hours than you are with the 5,000 milliamp hours. So if you're trying to decide if you should buy the 1259 Nano power bank or the 30 watt Fusion, I think there's a couple different things that you need to ask yourself. If you want the Anker Nano 30, you're going to need to pick up a separate charger in order to be able to recharge this. So that is going to cost a little bit of extra money, and it's just going to be one other thing you have to carry around with you on the go. But there's a lot of great affordable 30 watt options on the market today, so it shouldn't be too hard to find one for this. I'm going to link some of my favorite chargers in the description below. But you are going to want a 30 watt charger to get the maximum speed. This power bank is going to be able to charge very fast on its own just by plugging it into the wall, but it's going to do better on a counter than an outlet that's close to a floor, just because this built-in cord is kind of short to use it actually plugged into the wall, and this cord is also going to be kind of short in order to recharge it from a wall as well. So if you're trying to decide which of these two chargers you should get, I would buy the Nano 30 if you want to be charging more than one device at a time, because you are going to get that 10,000 milliamp hours, so that's going to be able to be spread farther across your different devices, and also the built-in USB-A port is going to come in handy as well. But if you don't want to carry a charger around with you, I'm going to recommend the Fusion charger, because you do get those prongs on the back, so you can plug this into a wall to top it off whenever you want, and you also get the flexibility of just using this as a wall charger too. If you're interested in buying either of these chargers, I do have links in the description below. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any other questions about the Nano 30 watt or the Fusion 30 watt charger.